Oops, not quite. There's Bailey and Mar. There we go.
Hey, alrighty. Welcome back to the quote-unquote Tuesday show. We have a world exclusive coming up. James, what's going on?
We have our guest here, Mr. Atari here, all the way from Canada. He is helping organize the Canada Cup Super Turbo Tournament. And if you remember, last year was a big deal because they got Shogatsu, Kusumondo, and Matsun out there, the Ken player. And it was super awesome to have all those guys guesting out there. And this year you guys are doing the same thing pretty much, right?
Yes, yeah. We this time it's now actually at 4 Japanese players coming in, along with some a West Coast OG and a lot of the other top players. All
right, cool. Well, the cool thing is you guys made a trailer here, and you guys contacted us and say, "Can we show the trailer on the Tuesday show?" And so we're like, "Sure, let's do it." So should I just go into the trailer right now? And
yeah, sorry it's Thursday, but yeah, let's do this.
All right, cool. So let's do the trailer, and
I don't know who's coming, by the way.
This is all brand new to you, right?
Indeed.
Okay, let's do this.
Exactly. And
great uppercut. Great uppercut.
Fantastic.
With the scope! Trying to chip him! Noah's gonna take it off the train! Noah has defeated El Trouble! Not a good way to start that round. Oh man, coming down so hard in life, but Super Turbo, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Got him in the corner.
Oh, the uppercut is gonna do it. Matsun is your champion. Kusumundo's like, I missed it again. So there you go. There we go. Oh, gotta bring back the Skype. There we go. And let me cancel this thing before it does something.
There you go.
There you go.
Cool. Well, thanks a lot for letting us show that.
Yeah. So
yeah, thanks for having it, guys. It's it's fun. It's I was happy with the video. I was happy you guys were able to premiere it. Hopefully everyone's happy about the announcements, and I even have a couple more names for you now. But yeah.
One question, really quick. The trailer is live right now. You can just jump to it if you want to, right?
Yeah, I will publish it now that you've shown it. I'm going to. It was a hidden video, so It will be now just published and available on my channel.
Yeah, I also just posted the link in the chat just now. So sorry.
Oh yeah, perfect.
After seeing all that stuff over there. Okay, there we go. But yeah, no, I'm really excited because we've got a Koeman. He's coming. A strong Fei Long player from Japan, and keep in mind that Japan is. Fei Long is like rising in the ranks.
Right.
Because he was always considered kind of a crappy character, but now like people consider him really good. And like in all the Japanese tournaments, like Fei Long does super well. So there you go. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, you know what? Koeman, he's a great player. Actually, he was on, or I should say, I was on his team at Kakarugo this year. Which was really cool, and he's a great guy. We're really excited to have him, and of course, along with Kusumondo and Matsun as well.
Yeah.
Can I ask how these particular players were the ones who are coming?
Sure, yeah. So Matsu's the defending champion. So he of course won last year. So it made sense. Kusumondo also, he loves to travel, and we invited everyone who was here last year back. Shogatsu was another person who was here last year. As of now, we don't know that he can make it, but Koman, I asked him about this. When I was over at Kakarugo.
Nice.
And he seemed interested, and so we were able to set it up. So we're really excited about it.
Nice. Good
That's
stuff.
awesome.
Good stuff. Now, what's the story of getting Mike Watson out there? Because, I mean, obviously, like, guys like Rizwan and Damdai, like, those are newer school ST players, but Mike Watson is the true OG of the OG, right? I mean, he played with Tomo back in the day.
Yeah.
So, like, how did you guys get him out to Canada Cup?
Yeah, you know what? That's I'm going to give a shout out to Scott with Canada Cup Gaming for helping out on that.
Okay.
They messaged me several months ago saying, okay, well, what are you guys thinking with the players? And I said, well, let's get some Japanese, but it'd be really cool. Maybe we can get like an OG or two out. And so I think he actually ended up getting in touch with Watson. And it sort of it snowballed from there. So you have him in here now. We're really excited about that too. I know. I think he's been doing some training, so he can be very, very dangerous.
Really? Yeah, he played. He was just at Wednesday Night Fights yesterday, I believe.
That so?
Yeah, he was playing some ST out there. So there you go.
Yes,
that's awesome. Yeah,
and actually, on the subject of Wednesday Night Fights, another Japanese player who, of course, is now living in SoCal, Tomoaki, is also going to be joining us.
Okay, cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that one wasn't in the video because I just found out about it, but here's another exclusive for you guys.
Nice. You just found out as well. No, that's cool because Tomoaki, like on the ST streams, we kept putting him in exhibitions. Like, here, do a first to 5 with Mr. Igloo. Here, do one with Vi, and then they even put me. I don't know. Although I did get one Cammy jump over a fireball into instant death combo, so I was happy about that.
Nice.
Yeah, but don't forget at Canada Cup, hopefully some other true OG is going to be there. Me, yeah.
Okay, all right.
You
are old school.
We can maybe get you on commentary if you don't enter and make it to the top 8.
Yeah, I know, right?
There you go.
I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to enter. We'll see what happens. Obviously, schedule conflicts, but I would be more than happy to help with all the SD stuff out there again.
Sure.
Last year, like I said, I had so much fun doing commentary there. And just great matches. So I'm excited for. It's like weird how Canada Cup's kind of become like this premier ST site.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel? How do you feel like that came about? Like, what is it about Canada Cup that made it this stomping ground for Super Turbo?
I think it was a combination of a couple things. One, so I had reached out to the Canada Cup directors saying, hey, we really want to make a big ST tournament. Can we make this a main game? It had been held in the past there. Actually, the year before, 2015, was won by Snake Eyes, as a matter of fact, beating Alex Valle in the grand finals.
Right.
But it was still a side tournament at that point, and it had around 50 people. Last year, I was really pushing on them to make it a main game, and they said, "Yeah, sure." And then, and they really got behind us in terms of support.
Nice.
So there was that, and then there was. I always give the shout out to Rizwan. I think he's watching. Rizwan, when he was over for XEST, the 3v3 big event that they have in Japan, started talking about that about Canada Cup to some of the guys, and got Matsun interested, and it sort of snowballed from there. Matsun roped in Kusumondo and Shogatsu to make the trip as well.
That's
Very
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, that's super cool. And, ST, I mean, it's not even just that Canada Cup, too, but even SCR coming up has some cool ST stuff going. They have, like, a bonus pot up to, like, $700 or something with, like, a secret benefactor or something like that. But, ST is going to be big at SCR as well. So this game is, like, older than Punk, and it's like still running, and it's still kicking it.
What I love is that not everybody who's playing the game are old people. A lot of the people we're talking about are old people, right? But not everybody is. There was Othello was in there. I know Othello was not. I mean, I remember when he was coming up. Like it was after I was around.
Dude, when we play at Wednesday Night Fights, like Brent is cool, and like Commander Jesse, like fiend for this game. Like they're just like, when's ST? Oh my god, ST! Oh, like you talk to Brand is cool, and he's just like, this game is so good. This is like the best game ever. So like it's a lot of the new school guys that still really love the game too. So it's actually really cool.
Well, I think that's great, but obviously the tournament scene really depends on work like yourself and the other folks who are keeping ST alive in terms of organization, right?
Yes.
People are playing it, but you got to have the organization and getting people to fly around, and all of that takes a lot of time and effort and dollars. And really appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's guys like you. Like there's almost kind of like a governing body for ST, right? It's like you and like obviously Killer Miller and El Trouble are doing a lot of work, and Riz One. All these guys are always doing a lot of good stuff for ST. I know a lot of it was kind of kickstarted by Bob Painter when he first created ST Revival.
Some time ago.
And he's no longer involved. He's a family man now, but he's definitely one of the people who gets a lot of credit for ST's continued presence in the FGC.
Is there anybody else you'd like to shout out, or anything else you'd like to say?
Well, I will. Let me throw out a couple things. We've hit 50 entrants already, so that has unlocked a $500 pop bonus.
Dang.
We're going to be pushing for more, and we're going to be running a Matcherino campaign, which we'll start tweeting out to help raise money in terms of with the player travel, and then anything left over to put into the prize pool.
Very cool.
Nice.
Very cool.
Good job. Cool. So what weekend is Canada Cup again? Let me see here.
Canada Cup is October 27th through 29th. Top 8 is going to be on the Sunday. The singles is on the Saturday, the 28th, and the teams. Oh, actually, I should mention the teams too. The teams they were touched on in the video, this was accidentally tweeted out previously. But Daigo Umahara is doing the team, so he's on Team Japan with Koman and with Matsun.
All right.
That was a cheap-ass team, dude.
That's awesome.
Well, hey, some of these West Coast teams and the East Coast team and some of the Canada teams, who knows,
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. And teams is so hyped, so definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, and again, shout-outs to Canada Cup, shout-outs to you guys. I know, like I said, last year the ST tournament was like one of the highlights of my year for that, so great stuff. Good job.
Oh, thanks a lot for joining us. I really appreciate it.
All right, take care, guys. Thanks so much.
All right.
Good night. Thanks for staying up.
You got it.
There we go. The Noid? I don't know.
Can we talk about how the opening footage in that trailer was Tanya calling something a trip guard?
Tanya, please.
Come on.
Tanya, please.
Come on.
Tanya, please.
Come on.
No, but shout-outs once again to Atari. Thanks for having him come on here, and thanks for having him contact us in the first place and was like, hey, can we do this?
Yeah.
And I think that's super cool.
Very cool.
That's cool. And, the two of us obviously are big ST heads. My favorite fighting game, your second favorite fighting game, and, I hope the game never dies, man.
Absolutely right.
I hope the game never dies.
Absolutely right.
There you go. El Trouble's in the chat. He says he's yelling about it as we speak. That's awesome. So
nice
shout outs once again to El Trouble, himself as well as Tanya. As well, I guess I'll give some credit to Muffin Man. But, those guys doing a lot of work for ST. So.
Yeah. There you go.
Dude, it's funny, too, because Derek Daniels, right, one of my friends who works at Sony Entertainment, says they have an arcade in their offices, right?
Okay.
And they have they keep swapping out ST and Third Strike, a week back and forth or whatever like that. And he says, the people who were playing Third Strike, they were okay. And then they played a week of ST, and then all of a sudden they were that much better at Third Strike. He was like, ST just does that to
makes
you,
sense.
dude.
Yeah.
But man, even just recently, Daigo had that first to 10 with Kurahashi and a bunch of other guys, and High Fight was posting up all these highlights and was like, "What's going on?" All of it was so normal to me.
That's what I thought.
With Rocket Punch and the Super, I was like, "Yep, standard
for
Ryu."
80 years.
Yeah. But God, when you watch the footage of ST, that game is just so damn fast.
It's very fast.
It's so fast.
You have to be so quick on your feet. That's one of the things I love most, for sure.
And it's still one of the only fighting games where just throwing stuff out is legit high level strategy, and when you do it is so smart,
Yeah. Supers are largely safe, right? Like dragon punches can be safe in some situations. Like,
like people that hate invincible uppercuts from back like in 5, they're like, oh, this is so broken, dude. Like, don't go play ST then. Because Jesus Christ, Ken's just gonna walk up and you go, Shoryuken, and you're like, what do I do?
Yep.
And if you don't even leave the joystick in neutral and he whiffs, you can't even punish it. Because block animation had recovery time.
Yep.
Like if you hold back and he whiffs uppercut, your character goes whoop, and it comes back and you cannot punish it.
Indeed.
Oh man,
it's quite a game, but very, very cool that people are still playing it and more people are playing it, and that there's more work to be done. It's very cool.
And currently, the nation's best cami, Silent Scope in the chat, has actually even mentioned that After Legends was at Wednesday Night Fights, came out of semi-retirement, and he's going to be at SCR as well. So these are good times for Super Turbo.
Yeah,
these are
definitely.
Good times.
Man,
God, do we really need another fighting game to like take up my time? Actually, I don't need to practice that game.
It's just part of your body.
That game is like, it's so weird how that game in particular like will never leave my hands.
I got enough hand problems, right? But like I sit down and play ST and I feel like I have execution. It's crazy. I'm sure I don't still, but it's like I'm so confident.
Right.
I know all these little situations. It's what a good game.
And plus another thing is everything just feels like when you land an SPD in that game, you feel like a man. When I don't know what it is, but when you stand light kick SPD, it's such a good feeling, man. Oh.